It certainly is an attempt to high roll, isn't it? Felt like I rolled pretty good perks and wasn't super close to surviving that last loop there. Well, no, I was pretty close. Yeah, I was pretty close. I did have a really broken ring. Maybe I shouldn't have dropped that ring. Act 1 for another skull, and then Act 2. Ooh. I really like that idea. I actually really like that idea. I think that's a really good idea. Alright, so we play Act 1 again, we kill Lich again, we get another skull, and then we can go super hard into Act 2. How long am I streaming? Well, I've almost gone for 12 hours. So probably not 20 more. Chapter 2 lets you have more of each resource. It also gives you more stuff, like vampires or 2 fights, for example. Or vampires are 2 enemies, rather. So you actually scale faster in Chapter 2, although also you get obliterated, right? So it balances a little bit. You get 40% more resources, yep. A bit of damage here. How am I doing? Doing great. My health just doesn't come back. Yikes. No regen, no anything. Maybe time to actually put on stuff. I got pretty good spawners there. And yeah, I can put on a sword. Estimate for number of expeditions needed to win. I have no idea. I have no idea. And also it seems like there's so much luck involved. Especially like, do you get the broken supplies or not? Vamp? My ring is so much better than that though. Which replies out of the broken ones? There's one that gives you 1 defense for every card in your hand. Like, just 1 supply does that. There's one that... it doesn't stack though. You can only have 1 copy of that one, which is sensible because it's obscene. There's one that gives you 1 max HP for every complete supply you get on an expedition, which is like 50 plus max HP for an expedition. Very big deal. And you can stack that one. Okay, I'm gonna take off my damage stuff. Because I have 9 defense now. Oh, my health comes back. Wait, Ancestral Crypt gives you max HP? I thought it was current HP. It's max HP? Wait. That's not what it says. That's pretty cool. Alright, nice. Did not know that. This is giving enough time for lots of good stuff to spawn for my next cycle. Ooh. Well, I'm not getting any cards. I'm just getting items for some reason. It's funny watching me now as you use the principles I showed you 2 days ago to get to the end boss, and they are completely different. Yeah. Plus golden levels doesn't breakpoint. Okay, cool. What do I think of the trees instead of meadows? Forests are broken as hell. I do not have them unlocked on my 3rd expedition though. Wow. Well, that's more regen? Okay. We can massively overspawn for loop 4. Because, I am not going to take damage in fights. Why do I hold the mountains? I guess I should play them right now. Exactly now is the moment where it becomes important to play them, actually, I think. Because I just hit max HP. I should have played them before I walked through the camp, I guess. I was just staying flexible in case I wanted to do something weird with them, but I don't really know what weird thing I could possibly do with them. Gonna be a lot of enemies next loop. Do I want spiders? I'm not sure I want spiders anymore. Spiders are good for playing more cards. I don't know. See you, Jared Webb. I would recommend having another item slot on like all of the characters over getting lots of max HP. Seems stronger to me. We go hard? Like we go hard. The only way that I'm stronger than I was the last time I did this is that I have perks, right? And I haven't even gotten a perk yet. I'm going too hard. Shadows near battlefields don't do anything special. Bunch of sustain. Bunch of sustain. So much sustain. Alright. Sustain it is. Now we want spiders. Maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Defense, defense, counter. Slightly more defense. I want roadside things now. Trying to high roll this challenge by upgrading the gym early seems really good. What does the gym upgrade do? It unlocks suburbs. I'm not sure suburbs are good. River's the really broken one. It's a pretty good place for goblins to spawn. We go for 6 treasuries. Although, I'm just gonna cap on resources, right? River, Thicket, Storm Temple, definitely one of the best combos. Yeah. Going Thicket Oasis is so obscene. Just very, very, very unfair. I didn't know about Storm Temple's interaction with forests prior to finishing my playthrough, so I'm sure that that's really good too, but I've never actually built it because I didn't know it existed. Where's my camp? There. I should build things around that before I spawn the boss, probably. I'm going... No, not yet. Is it bad to put rocks near mountains? I mean, it's fine. It's better to put mountains near mountains. It unlocks extra equipment for hero. The thing that gives you gold cards, whatever it's called. River and forest are the furthest buildings. I don't know that they're that expensive though. Okay. I need to look at what the gym upgrade costs. I don't actually have what everything costs written down anywhere. That's one of the things that I'm doing this playthrough is getting that all written down. So I can make choices accordingly. What happens when you complete the map? The map is complete. That's all. Oh, this weapon's actually so good. Because I'm gonna have a bunch of multi-enemy fights next time through. Since I've been over-spawning stuff. And now I will be able to beat them up. Do I swap now? Someone's taking damage, really? I have 2 potions I can use too, so this damage is very irrelevant to be taking. Miss Achiever! I'm still collecting understanding of how the game works right now. I'm not able to say that I'm optimizing everything, because realistically I still don't know how everything works. Getting there though, hopefully. I know a lot more at the end of the stream than I did at the beginning of the stream, that's for sure. Understanding how the monsters drop stuff is so big. Hey. It's good mace and slightly less good mace. Or good mace and broken mace, maybe? Maybe that's a better way to put it. Everyone working out how the deck works with super good info, yeah. Assuming we got it right. I mean, I think we got it right, hopefully. It's how the monsters drop stuff written anywhere in the game. The INI has info on it, so the INI has stuff in it like... Let me find an enemy we can relate to here. Actually, the skeleton would be a really good example. So a skeleton is... Shoot, where's my thing? Open. A skeleton drops between 1 and 1 items. There's an 85% chance for it to be an item and a 15% chance, if it's not an item, it's going to be a card. And any items that it drops have +1 level on them, and they are tier 3. Tier 3 is defined here. So 50% colorless. From 50 to 80 on your roll, you get blue. From 80 to 95 on your roll, you get orange. 95 up to 100, or yellow rather, and 95 up to 100, you get orange. So 5% orange. So skeletons are great for getting high tier magical items. Which is why I have skeletons at the start of loops now. Because the loop is where you start dropping better items. So you give yourself the earliest possible chance to upgrade your gear. And the way we worked out the deck works, the way we're pretty sure the deck works, I don't know, some of the people who were talking about how the deck works probably actually knew, is the cards have weights. So for example, Forest has a weight of, I don't know. There are probably like 12 forests and 10 thickets if you play the forest card, or something like that. I don't actually know the weight of this one. So question marks on that. Meanwhile, like vampires have weight 3. So you take all of your cards, you shuffle them into one draw pile, and then you take out 20% at random, which aren't going to be in your draw pile. And then every time that you generate a card from a monster, you just take it off the top of the draw pile. And when you get through the draw pile, you create a new draw pile in the same way that you created the first one. So I was really surprised that was how it worked. One of the things that means is that having more than 2 landscape cards in your deck makes it really hard to draw spawners. You're just going to draw tons of landscape cards, and I was not expecting that at all. Desert is 10 and 8. Interesting. I didn't say I'm in after the hack. I'm in. There you go. Alright, let's start powering through this stuff. With the 20% takeout, is there a chance a card gets removed entirely? Yeah, if you only have 3 or 2, like Oblivion, there's only 2 copies of. It is very possible that you end up not having any. Hey, this is just the same thing, but better. That's cool. And an overleveled shield. So we got an overleveled weapon that we wanted, an overleveled shield that we also want. I think skeletons. I wonder if vampirism's better than defense right now. Or better than regen, rather. Wait, I have defense on it too. Probably. Probably it becomes better after we're done fighting skeletons. I don't think it's that good against skeletons. But for later in the act, I think it will be better. I think this is my final loop. No, I want 2 more loops. Probably. This is my penultimate loop. I get set up, and then the next loop's final. I'm okay with spawning goblins. It's not gonna go long enough for it to be super bad to spawn goblins with so much defense. Pretty sure. Eco Jump Cannon, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. Agbamusho to you as well. Think of the 20% cull as part of the shuffle to increase variance and discourage tiny ducks. I don't think it really discourages tiny ducks. Like, if my deck centers heavily around finding Battleground Vampires combo, I don't like want to put a ton of other cards in the deck to... Like, why would I do that? If I do remove the vampires... I mean, okay, you still take out more cards, right? You still have a 20% chance of removing your vampires and your battlefields. I feel like vampires and battlefields was a very strange combo example to use. But then it just takes longer to reshuffle your deck to get another chance at them. I have a lot of these rings. Thinking about opening a store. Is there any indicator of when you shuffle? No, I don't believe so. You could always count, and you'd know, I guess. It doesn't do the thing in other games where having cards in hand removes them from your next draw pile, though, so you don't have to pay attention as much to when you're shuffling. Blissful ignorance? Probably not. I think just dominant mass for 2 damage. Does matter. Why did I just pick up 3 cards? Where did they come from? Confused. I guess I just beat an enemy or something. I don't know. There is a draw pile. Your cards are being made from a draw pile. Mechanically, that is what is happening, I think. The fact that the devs haven't, like, made this clear to the player makes me a little bit worried that it might change at some point. And then everything that I have learned will be completely irrelevant. Awkward. Oh well, it's been fun to learn it. Seems like a fundamental thing to change. If you're the developer of the game, it's a fundamental thing to change. If you're a player of the game, you would have no idea. Like, you don't know that it exists, so... It changing would feel different, but maybe it would feel better. Is the thing. Maybe it could be made to feel better for players. Oh, do I want to spawn gargoyles? I want to place this treasury, though, is the thing. Has the option to play with a dyslexia-friendly font, which is what I have on right now. So while the skeletons are good at making you gear, the spiders and stuff are good at making you more cards. They drop a bad gear, but they have a pretty decent chance to draw cards. And I guess if you drop a treasury, Used to say that you're not dropping good gear, actually. I'll wait until next loop to open that, though. Seems like you get better stuff the later you wait. Is damage to all super strong? I'm one-shotting everything. My weapon's really strong. It's a level above the current loop, and it has a good damage roll base, and it has damage as a modifier. It deals a lot of damage. Oh, I think at this point we go to Vampirism and Defense. I was talking about how I wanted to change at some point, and this is the part of the run where we have tons of enemies, and regen's gonna be less good than Vampirism and Defense against tons of enemies, although just got 0.6 more regen. That's good, more better. I always enjoy RV streams when I can catch them. This could be a difficult fight. Yeah, I probably want to keep my defense for this fight. I wonder how big a deal it actually is. I don't know. Geez, anything's for 2 months. I'll go show to YouTube. Ooh, is that better? Defense, evasion, vampirism. This is just the same ring but slightly better. Ooh, is that good? No, probably not. Oh shit, I have to put a grove there, don't I? Okay. Why does the weapon and armor inventory matter? Well, the bottom one gets recycled as you get more stuff. So if I want to hold on to something, I like to keep it at the top. Make sure I don't forget about it and get it recycled. This? Hope those skeletons don't kill me. Sort of asking for it. Asking for it is such a gross phrase. It's like, not, but also it is being made gross. That's unfortunate. More cemeteries. Are my resources doing okay? Not quite ready to leave though. The goblins and skeleton gonna be tough. I have some health and some potions to spare. Ooh, attack speed vamp. Sure. My regen's almost entirely gone now, so now I'm about vamp. Probably okay though. Just put these here. Should be fine. This is a chapter 1 run. Magic damage. Ooh. Alright. I think I'd be Lich with this stuff too. I just want one grove. Or a cemetery. Shoot, I should have just placed a cemetery. Oops. Better? Actually worse somehow. Better. Vamp, regen, higher defense, much higher, much better. I figured out a use for Muse of Memories. People say that it's for spawning the boss faster. I'm not entirely sure why you would want to do that. I'm gonna take Article of Protection. And win rate. I might wait a second though. Use my current HP for a bit before I take it. This is completely over. We win this. Probably don't even need to wait. Let's make slightly more enemies for slightly more drops. You have to do all 8 tiles around this. Cemeteries, groves, hello? Okay, now the Lich can't spawn anything. So we can place all our stuff. Chapter 2 is almost manageable. I'd have to practice it more, but I feel like it could get to a point where it's better. Why not place the rocks around the treasure? I'm just trying to optimize my treasure. I want to get another one there and break that as well. I also want to optimize meadows. I take Oblivion out of my deck. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's actually good early. Maybe it's just never good. I don't know. Doesn't seem good here though. Is there any possible Harpy interaction? Maybe put Village or Wheat Fields next to Mountain Peak. Well, Mountain Peak can't be built next to the road, so you'd have to put something else next to Mountain Peak. I don't think so. We read through the names of all the different tiles, and none of them sounded like they had anything to do with the Mountain Peak. Also, I'm pretty sure that we were able to work out what everything was just by like the ones that I've seen plus the ones that other people who were watching had built or seen. Value of Oblivion depends on the value of fighting Dark Slimes. Yeah, I still don't know what Dark Slimes are, but maybe. I don't know. Perhaps. Where did I read the names of the tiles? A lot of the information about the game is in an INI file. It's short for initialization, I think. Initialization? Probably? Something like that. And you can open it up and not only read it, but also change the values in it if you want to mod the game. So if you wanted to mod the game so that you started on loop 6, for example, you could just change a value in the INI. I opened up the INI because people told me I could change the game speed so that fights went faster. But then when I tried to actually do that, the fights did go faster, but my regen didn't go faster. Which is, oh, I should, mountains over there then. Which is, you know, that's, I mean, technically it's doing what it says it's doing, but that wasn't what I wanted. The dungeon speed hack seems to work fine. Okay. I'm pretty chill with this speed right now. It also broke villages, yeah. Yeah, the part where it broke villages was definitely not intended. The part where regen was less strong was maybe intended. I could imagine a world in which that value is meant to actually change. Is meant to actually change how fast time passes in fights, like for the player, not just for the human. For the character, not just for the human. Attack speed counter. I'll probably keep this for the boss fight. That seems worth keeping for the boss fight. I think we win the boss fight pretty easily, so mostly it doesn't matter. And there's not much reason to think about doing extra loot because I'm full. Getting nervous about the treasuries. Oh, I won't be able to play my 7th treasury actually. Right there. I'll be able to play it right there. Number 7, and one here. Number 8. Is that what you're getting nervous about? Or are you nervous that I'm going to forget to open them or something? You can apparently overflow resources with the boss, yeah. But I think we have to leave right after the boss. I don't know, maybe we don't. But the last time I killed the boss, I got extra resources from the boss and was able to bring home more than the limit for the expedition. Although I wasn't able to get a perk because I hadn't unlocked perks yet, so now I'll be choosing between that and a perk. I haven't forgotten I have a level up available. I'm taking the one that gives me max HP shield, and there isn't any, like, it gives you the max HP shield immediately, so if for some reason my HP started getting low, I would take it. But, you know, it isn't getting low, so there's not much reason to think about it yet. Does Jorbs realize he's streaming? Yes. There's some perks you wish you could relock. Yeah, I didn't understand what was going on when I was unlocking perks. I kept on, like, seriously contemplating taking the one that gave you 50% more resource limit on the expedition. And then I eventually did take it, and then I didn't get 50% more resources on that expedition. I couldn't understand what was going on. And I kept getting offered it on subsequent expeditions, and I was like, oh, oh fuck. Anyway, whoops. It's not great to get offered that perk on your Chapter 4 expedition where there are no resource limits. There's my treasury. Save stuff in case I get a 7th treasury, although what am I even going to do with it? I don't know. I guess it makes more mutandus. Metamorphosis. Keep on forgetting. I think those are 2 different languages maybe? I don't know. Keep on forgetting what that's called. You've seen no one mention that the stream is greater than 12 hours long. You've probably been so fixated on the gameplay that you didn't read chat, that's probably why. This is from Minecraft. Yes, that's true. I've been playing a Minecraft mod pack with Botania. That's why it's stuck in my head. Minecraft. Damn it. Goblins. And this is from which 3? Sure. It is also. Yeah, I'm playing Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved, which has a lot of those mods in it. You're not the biggest fan of the time travel mechanic where you play for 6 hours and you play for 20 minutes, sorry, and 6 hours goes away. Yeah, I can relate to that. I am completely incapable of conceiving the passage of time while playing this game. I ordered food and then it arrived at the door and I didn't think that any time had passed. Like, I invented food teleportation somehow. Take this now, I guess. What else do I have? Oh, I could have had... Oh, no, I just got this. I mean, none of it matters. Take card sharp because I might get more mutandus or something somehow. I just called it mutandus again. Yeah, whatever. That's just gonna happen. That's a lost cause. This one? Attack speed? It's probably pretty good. These two for the boss fight. This is going to not be very close, I think. Still getting more food supply and metamorphosis. It'd be good to play more meadows. Especially since I don't want to play meadows very much once I unlock other stuff. So yeah, playing them to get food supply seems good. How else do you get food supply? Sort of difficult, right? That shield did not do great. How much defense do I have? 23? That shield did not do great. The farm in camp gets you like nothing. It gets you like fragments. It's like one fragment per tile capped at the number of loops you did. So assuming you do like 10 loops, which isn't impossible or anything, and have 2 farms, you get less than 1 food supply. It's like 1 per loop capped at tiles. Oh, okay. Just like not relevant, really, compared to how rapidly I'm getting stuff on my own. Attack speed bug is fixed, I think. Every scarecrow also has a chance of dropping 1 ration. 1 ration. Okay, so not 1 food supply, but 1 ration. Cool. Harpies keep killing your runs on chapter 3 Necro. Harpies? From here? Why don't you just not make a mountain peak? Wait, why do you have mountains? It's Necromancer. Go forests, you'll win. Forest River. Actually, the best thing to do is Forest, Desert. And you can use Desert to... I don't think we're getting this. Use Desert to make the river into Oasis. Forest, River, Desert. Gives all enemies minus 50% attack speed. That's the most you can get out of Oases. And gives you like 200% positive attack speed. It's very, very strong once it's done. Takes a while to get going though, I guess. Okay, boss fights? Hello again. Hey, Nocturne Breeze. You have returned to us defeating the Lich. 2 times in 3 runs. Could have been 3 out of 3 pretty easy, I think. We just decided to launch chapter 2 for some reason. So that's one of the mistakes I've learned not to make again. Oof. Oof. Time flies 15% faster. Is that insane? Or is it bad? So it would be good with regen stuff? Am I ever unlocking things other than warrior? I've never seen it before. It's my first time seeing it. If I take it, it commits me to wanting time to go faster for like every character, it feels like. I could just take the resources. I'm just taking the resources. Wizard only need 25% fast, so it's probably strong. Well, it was strong at 25%. It just got nerfed 40%. It's a big amount. Retreat! One supply depot. Weird that they don't like give you a supply thing to use when you build that. Wow, warehouse is so cheap. We're a wee way away from upgrading that. The main problem with the perks is you still need to level up for them. Yes, true. So Gymnasium 2. Costs 21 metals. I don't know what these orbs are. It's can't even mouse over it. What is this? Orb of Crafts. Orb of Expansion. Two Orb of Crafts. Ten Orb of Expansion. And one Orb. One Astral Orb. Where does one get an Astral Orb from? Is that from beating the Chapter 2 boss? How are Orbs of Unity made? I don't know. They're from magic enemies. Orbs of Unity are made from killing lots of slimes and swarms. So like vampires. And Chapter 2. How do you get astral orbs? Magic enemies in Chapter 3 apparently. How are Jorbs made? I'm not sure. We made the supply depot, which means I can now see what the warehouse costs. The warehouse is 11 wood, 8 stone, 6 metal, and 10 orbs of expansion. I think is what those are called. I can see what the Intel Center costs. It is 12 wood, 15 metals, 17 rations, which I almost have. 3 metamorphosis. What does this do? Unlocks the ability to add gold cards. Oh shit. We get that next run. Feels like we beat chapter 2 next run. Like not, sorry. Next run is expedition 4. And we beat chapter 2 expedition 5, it feels like. With any luck. I don't have the arsenal. I would need to upgrade smithy. Really? What do I have then? The armory seems very important. What is armory? Where is armory? Arsenal just needs the smith, not the upgraded smith. I went Desert Forest Rogue and did really well at some point around about now last time. Why doesn't it say that this unlocks the arsenal? If I did Act 1 one more time, would I stay after the boss to farm more? Yes, I absolutely would, and the reason is that... Wait, this like goes up here. Whoa, you can go to the supply depot through this? Is that ever right? I didn't see that you could do this. Is it cheaper than the gymnasium? 536. No, it's not cheaper than the gymnasium. Okay. I was just thinking maybe... Oh, but I don't have to build something on the way. That's interesting. So those two would be 13 metals. Wait. 13 metals, 7 stone, 7 wood, 2 rations, and an orb of expansion. I could have built this supply depot. Oh, I was reading the wrong thing. 11 wood, 5 rations, 24 metals. Okay, never mind. Never mind. River Forest is so broken your rogue is just stuck in their attack animation. Yeah, I've gotten to the point where the attack animation stops playing for sure. Is it worth not getting the gem? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Getting a supply is sort of a big deal. So I think we go for a really big run where we farm a ton. Question, is Rogue better at that than Warrior? Rogue's pretty hit or miss. I might need a little bit of meta scaling to get Rogue going before Rogue's better than Warrior. Rogue can definitely go longer if you put stuff together, though. I really need to know what the Necromancer costs, because Necromancer, I think... Oh, without Forest, though? Okay. No, with these landscapes, it's probably just Warrior. Wish I knew what this stuff cost. What's the Herbalist's Hut upgrade? I would 6 stone, 11 rations, and 2 orbs of... These are just, they're not distinguishable from each other. 2 orbs of expansion. 3 stable wood, 16 stone. Wait, 4 wood, 16 stone, 9 metal, 1 orb of expansion for the crypts. Alright. So it's 30 stone to make the crypt from here through the cemetery. That's the big thing. Another run with skeletons and treasuries and we'd be able to do that. Necromancer seems much better versus Priestess compared to other classes. So we go on an expedition in Chapter 1 again with Warrior. And then we unlock Necromancer and kill Priestess. Does that sound good? I think I ticked up the expeditions already. That sounds good to me. Ruins. Gives a basic resource shard upon visit. Oh, am I strong enough to take that? They're also really good loot. Would I play them instead of skeletons at the start though? You know what scorchworms are called in the INI? Are they Medusa? I feel like they might be Medusa. Ah. Those don't have very good drops at all. Are they Svidital Mag? With 65% item chance, 1 to 2 drops, 2 bonus levels, item tier 4. I know about moving the mountain peak. Yep, I do. Are they Mokugen? No, those are mosquitoes, right? I remember this one. Are they Raiba or Dospe? Or Ghoul? What is Ghoul? Oh, is that a ghoul? Like with the H-O-U? Sounds the same. You're really weak if you never have to deal with range, so if you alternate villages with them, you can farm infinitely quite easy if you don't place too many other spawners. Yeah. That was the hope. Wait, don't place other spawners and farm infinitely? Really? I'm not sure I believe I can do that. Might not be able to beat the boss, but you'll definitely be able to sustain the ruins forever. Really? You would get slimes, making you have to deal with them in ranged. Yes, that is absolutely true. Unless you put villages between, I guess. Villages would stop slimes from spawning. You're telling me that, like, 3 ruins with 3 villages in between is just infinite loop? You scale faster than they do? Villages spawn bandits, but you can kill them with Oblivion. I know they do minus 60% in close combat, but don't they, like, scale? You're saying I can farm them infinitely. When you say infinitely, do you mean, like, to loop 50, or do you mean to loop 1000? Mercury, thanks very much for the 8 months on Bomusho to YouTube. We'll hit the resource cap. Will they drop fragments of random basic resources? What are random basic resources? Hey, how do you drop the supplies? I don't see anywhere here anything saying supply drop chance. Can't find supply if you control F it in the INI. So what decides when supply drops? Because that's what I'm actually trying to do. I'm trying to farm supply. That's the point. Like, if I could go infinite, I would get infinite supply, right? Cracklin, thanks for the 18 months. Agwamushu to you as well. Their base strength is only 2.7, less than half of a skeleton. They're called worms. Oh yeah, they have escape chance, I see. 85% chance, bonus level 4 tier. Bonus level 1 tier 4. How does this compare to skeletons? Skeletons are tier 3, otherwise the same. So it's a bit of extra work to get more chance that are rare. The fact that they escape actually sort of is nice because it means you get to fight more of them. Feels like some sort of combo deck. I wonder if I'm too weak to guarantee that I set up a run if I'm doing stuff like that though. It's very fancy. I'm just thinking, like, there are definitely possibilities of bad draws if you're doing that. I don't think you get drops if they escape. Oh. Well, that's just sort of disappointing. Use blood groves to prevent escape and put the blood groves against the village to prevent blood golems. Yeah, I need Oblivion as well. So I need Oblivion, Ruins, plus the grove, plus the village. Those 4 things. I'm basically just making slightly easier cemeteries. It's like, that's a lot. I'm basically just making slightly easier cemeteries, and I need the stone from cemeteries anyway. Be right back. So, is Battlefield doing anything? I could take out Battlefield. Doesn't feel like it's doing that much anymore. Ooh. Alternate idea. I could start making blood clots. Alternate idea. This deck did really well. Is good at creating all of the resources I need. And maybe I should just keep running it. Alternate idea. It's like a strong argument. Oh, I could take Oblivion to farm Metamorphosis. I sort of like that idea. Because I'm behind on Metamorphosis and I'm going to use it to make supplies. Maybe over Treasury, since Treasury only makes stuff that I'm getting already. Just thinking about it. Treasury makes basic resources. It makes rations. It makes food. How do I get food? By placing meadows. I'm gonna place a lot of meadows. You tried the ruined thing. It actually works. Village plus vampire and ruins and nothing else goes to max resource, and then easy chapter 1 boss kill because you get safely to high loops not needing rare gear. You did it without Wheatfield. Did you do it without metascaling too? Chapter 4 is the end of the game-ish. Yeah, this is this. I'm just gonna run this.